And welcome to another episode of On Campus. We are here at the Solano College Sports Network TV studio, where I'm your host for today. My name is Josh Mojica, and alongside me is a very wonderful guest, Gyver Bitancor, who will be playing the character of Billy Lawler at the 42nd Street show this upcoming April at the SCT, or the Solano College Theater. Gyver, great to have you here at the SCSN TV studio. And you once told me earlier that it's your first time here at the TV studio. So how was it like as soon as you entered, coming up here? What was your initial reaction?
Well, Josh, I was mainly impressed by all the expensive equipment. Like when I first walked in, my very first reaction was sheesh when seeing like the giant keyboard, but also all the monitors displaying everything. Kind of like leaned in, but I couldn't understand it.
Hey, you're not the only one. As soon as I took this class, that was also my first reaction, where I got not really overwhelmed, but yeah, as you said, expensive equipments like the cameras and then the switcher board that you saw earlier. Yeah. So I heard that you're a music major, correct?
I am.
So what got you into this area of having music as your major here at Solano?
Well, Josh, I'm gonna be honest. This is my third go at a major.
Oh, right.
My very first major was criminal justice, but I kind of realized my heart wasn't in it, and so I decided to try out communications, but I was not interested in that one. And then I finally decided on music because I grew up having played the piano. I took classical lessons as a kid up until from the age of like 10 to 17.
Oh, okay. And
and I took drama classes in high school, where I discovered a love for theater, especially singing.
So you said that you grew up in music, and was there any in your family, like a family member that's also into music that got you into it?
Yeah, my mother. She didn't really. She took some piano classes as a kid, but it was mainly her love for music and like especially classical,
Right.
which she got me into. You know, Asian household. But I do have a great grandfather who was a composer.
Right. So you once mentioned piano from earlier. Is there any other instruments that you play aside from piano?
I learned how to play the guitar for 2 semesters during high school
Right.
because girls love guitar, but I didn't really continue after that because I couldn't really afford a personal guitar.
Was it an electric or just acoustic?
Just acoustic.
Acoustic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when it comes to music, let's now talk about your music genre of your taste. Like, what do you prefer?
Performing or listening?
Well, let's do both. Let's do performing first, since you have a
Performing?
performance coming up. Yeah.
Because of my classical background
Right.
and theater interest, I mainly prefer it's known as legit style, which is like the classically influenced, classically leaning type stuff, and the actual musical genre is colloquially known as pop opera. So shows like Les Miserables,
Right.
Phantom of the Opera, Miss Saigon, things like that, and like just mainly shows I was also like personally involved in, like Newsies, 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, Sister Act was my first musical.
Right. And what about listening, you said?
I mainly listen to J-pop
Oh, okay. Like currently or long?
currently. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And yeah, so much of a musical. And now let's talk about your upcoming performance this coming April. Like what we mentioned earlier, that there's going to be a 42nd Street show at the Solano College Theaters this upcoming April, April 10th to 26th specifically. Like, how are you feeling so far?
Excited. Originally, I was extremely nervous because realistically, we've only performed rehearsed We've only rehearsed about 2 months, and I thought that was not going to be any time at all. Like I was going to have to work extremely hard, but because we have rehearsals 4 days a week,
right?
Like it kind of gets hammered into you very quickly.
So yeah.
So yeah, for the most part, just prepared and like excited because like we're at a very stable spot right now, and it's just like a bit more refining over the next couple of weeks, and then like I feel like I think we're a little ahead of schedule in terms of like readiness.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and then we also talked about you being your first time here at the SCSN TV studio. But what about at the SCT? Will this performance be your first performance at the theaters, Solano College Theaters, or have you done?
As part of the theater department, technically my second, because initially last semester I took a musical theater kind of acting class taught by Professor Manny.
Right.
And the final for that was a showcase where all the students would kind of like group up and perform different like large numbers, but we would also have mock auditions where we'd each get like a minute 30 to 2 minutes, and then spread throughout the show where we could each have our like little solo moments.
So let's talk about your first performance at the SCT. Like, what did you learn from that first performance, and then like the aftermath? What did you think?
During that, I think the most important thing I learned was like staying focused.
Right.
Because it's very easy to get distracted whenever you're not on stage. Like you're chilling in the green room or the makeup room. You have your phone on hand. You just do whatever.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you either have like barely enough time to make it back onto stage because you're called at that moment, or you miss the cue, which has happened to me before in rehearsal.
Hey, that happens to everyone to say. That also happens to me. If you guys are tuning in on the Solano College Sports Network, where you guys are watching our sports broadcast, and yeah, you probably know what I do, and yeah, it also happens to me. And let's now talk about this, this 42nd Street. Are you familiar with this 42nd Street show or the movie itself?
I've done very, very minimal research on the movie itself because mainly the musical that I did my research on. I mean, I've seen a few clips of the original movie for the most part.
And you've seen how Billy Lawler, what he actually played in that movie. When you saw a couple of it, I mean, some part of it.
I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, that movie, the 42nd Street show, I would say, is like in around 1930s, so that's beyond our time. And yeah, and lastly, before we wrap things up, Gyver, since you are playing the role of Billy Lawler at the 42nd Street show, which is a musical performance, could you share us like a sample of your performance, would you sing for us, like in front of our audience over here?
Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
I'm always ready to sing.
There you go.
Would you like me to stand up or just stay sitting?
Wherever you're comfortable.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
I'll see if I can stand up.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Who writes the words and music for all the girly shows? No one cares and no one knows. Who is the handsome hero? Some villain always frames. But who cares if there's a plot or not, when they've got a lot of dames? Thank you.
Wow, very fantastic. Fantastic. And there you go, folks. We just had a preview of the upcoming 42nd Street show at the SCT on April 10th. That will run from April 10th to 26th. That was fantastic, man. I'm really excited for this show that's going to be coming on next month. And that will wrap things up here on the Solano College Sport Network TV studio. And this has been another episode of On Campus, where my name is Josh Mojica, and alongside me is Gyver Bitancor. Folks, don't forget to mark your calendars on April 10th to 26th for the 42nd Street show here at the SCT. Goodbye.
Hi, Christine Manny, full-time instructor at Solano College Theater. Have you ever been interested in coming into theater? Come over to Solano College and find out what it's all about. You can take classes, you can be involved in many different ways, and just come talk with us. Check us out at www.solano.edu/theater.